A master controller can be used to monitor devices remotely by radio communication. This is especially useful to remotely view scoring information on various boxes. For example, to find out how many flags each team has captured, perform a monitor request for flag boxes. To access this function, scroll to Monitor on the master controller's top menu. Pull the trigger. Scroll through to the device role you wish to monitor, such as flag box. Pull the trigger to start the search. Searching has longer range, if a radio repeater is placed correctly in the middle of the field. Scoring has the team letter and score is shown on the left-hand side. The right-hand side has the unique SATR ID and alias. To view more details of a specific device in the list, use the mode or reload buttons to scroll to that device. Notice that, if the line is in uppercase, it is the current line selected. Pull the trigger. If you don't need to view details but simply want to refresh the summary of scores, pull the trigger twice without scrolling to a specific device. A gamer monitor has the option to return only alive gamers. This is useful in the Battle Royale mission to see how many gamers are still alive if any. Controlling devices by a master controller can be done remotely. This works very similarly to monitoring them. To issue commands to a device, use the control menu and then search for devices, just like we did for monitor. Bring up the details of the device and then pull the trigger. This will give you a list of commands that you can issue to that device, such as pause, resume, restart, trigger and end. Claymore mines can be placed around the field and can be triggered to explode by using the trigger command on the master controller. Great for scenario games that have airstrikes, artillery or mortar attacks. Master controllers have a selection of pre-recorded phrases which can be played on all gaming guns using a radio signal with one command. This is especially useful for informing all gamers who has won the last mission. There is a series of phrases to help manage large groups, especially when operating on a large battlefield where many gamers will be out of vocal range of the CO. The phrase is played in the language specified for the gaming gun. We find this very useful when running Chinese school groups, so all the phrases played are in Chinese Mandarin, whereas the master controller is in English. To announce which team has won, go to the results menu under phrases. Select the desired phrase and pull the trigger. To play the same phrase again, pull the trigger again. In-game, are phrases to notify the gamers of what is happening during a live simulation. Post-game commands are useful for giving gamers directions. Phrases include change ends, drinks break, follow CO and return equipment at the end of the session. During a live game, it is sometimes necessary to check the sensor on a gaming gun without affecting its operations. Use the sensor test command on the controller to shoot at the sensors. If hit, the target head sensor LED will flash red. To test the radio system on a target gaming gun, shoot the target the same as a sensor test. The target gaming gun will radio back to the controller. The controller will then say if the test is a pass or fail. Interrogate retrieves information about the target device by targeting the device by infrared. The Rare Settings menu on a master controller has a very wide range of setting options that can be used on target devices by infrared. In standard Royale live operations, these settings will not be used very frequently. In the rare settings, the complete list of resets from all genres is available. For basic laser tag games, the any phaser reset is useful. The language command, within rare settings, can change the language on target devices. Changing gaming guns to indoor range is done through the indoor-outdoor menu option. The muzzle flash can be set to red, blue or white. For night and indoor games, it is quite useful to give the red team a red muzzle flash and hit light and the blue team, blue muzzle flash and hit light. So they can easily tell teams from afar. Devices, especially gaming guns, can be locked. A locked device bypasses the boot screen, so the user, even if they have a key, can't change any settings. The easiest way to unlock devices is to hit the device with an unlock command from a master controller. This is in the rare settings menu. Gaming guns can have an individual game timer. This means when they start in ready state, they will operate for the time specified before entering game over state. This is used in a situation where it is a continuous game. With a continuous game, gamers can join at any time and leave when their time is up. Every SATR device such as battle boxes and gaming guns need to have a unique ID. The easiest way to set a number of devices quickly to a unique ID is to shoot each device in turn with the set SATR ID command. With self-spawn, gaming guns when dead automatically come back to life after a specified time without requiring a medic box or respawn command from a master controller. This is especially useful for monsters played by actors, where the scene has to reset after each group passes. In some operations, the light-emitting diodes in the head sensors are set to a team color, while the gamer is alive, so that it is easy to see teams in the dark. Automatic slot management and automatic aid management can be disabled or enabled. By default, both of these are enabled for Royale Live genre. If you don't want line 3 on LCD to scroll and just show the hits, kills and respawns during play, you can disable the scroll through this option.